with XDefiant. I think by the time I'm recording this, it dropped like 1 or 2 days ago by now. Or probably 3 days, I'm not sure, but regardless, okay? I really want to talk about this game, alright? Because I feel like it genuinely has brought back a nostalgia feeling when it came to playing FPS, like a really good multiplayer shooter. So I feel like this is a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day to be an FPS player. I can't even lie. Like this thing has it's nice. It's a very good game, and I definitely want to get into more detail about how I feel about it. I want to maybe talk about some of the maps, how the gameplay feels, the progression, all that stuff. Yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoy. Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? Bro, you forgot the gameplay. Like, come on, bro, you gotta stop playing. I have to push this video out. All right, guys, so now that we are back in the swing of things, we're going to be talking about the new FPS on the block. It is very fun. I can't lie. We're gonna be talking about XDefiant, and it's going crazy with a game that is considered by many YouTubers, many streamers. I'm pretty sure we've all heard this before, that it is going to be the COD killer, quote unquote. And with it also being free to play, it was completely bound for a bunch of people to hop on this game on day one, and as well as the fact that the wait for this game was ridiculous. Like, bro, I swear a bunch of people, including me, like, bro, don't even lie, I swear we gave up on this game for so long because it took forever to come out. But now that it is here, bro, I have to talk about it. I can't lie, because it's valid. Something I feel I really have to mention at the beginning when we started playing this game, like me and Team Zero were really on this game, I swear. Like the very minute that it dropped, we were on the game, and the matchmaking was straight up garbage. Like, I can't even lie. And when that happened and the whole team disbanded, I was like, oh my gosh, bro, this game's about to be a disappointment for real. Like, y'all gotta understand, I'm pretty sure I interrupted my session of God of War 2018 when I was fighting the Queen Valkyrie. Like, y'all know how relentless that battle was. I was on that thing for days, and I interrupted that battle simply to play some XDefiant. And when that happened, bro, that was crazy. I felt disrespected. I went back to God of War and I was pissed off for the rest of the day. Y'all probably think I'm playing. I literally have a clip of me being in the trenches, bro, against this Queen Valkyrie. And what Atreus did to me during that battle, bro, I will never forget it. Me and him have never been cool ever since. Take a look at this. Brother! Kratos said that, boy, he did me dirty fighting the Valkyries. But anyway, let's take a trip to Hawk Zero's computer so we can figure out online on Google of how well XDefiant performed in terms of its release and its player count. So let's go ahead. Hawk Zero, you're on. Yo, thank you, Hawk Zero. Is this thing on? Is this mic working, bro? It's working? Are you sure? Okay, we're good. Okay, so I just want to shout you guys out to Esports News Gaming. This is their page, so yeah, shout out to them. And I think this guy's the staff writer right here, Grant Taylor Hill. Shout out to him as well, and the other team that brought this here for me to be able to see. So XDefiant is finally here, and despite some teething issues, the issues that I was talking about with its rough launch, it was ridiculous. It's performing quite well. It was recently revealed that XDefiant managed to secure 1 million unique players within 2.5 hours of launch. That's absurd, making it Ubisoft's fastest ever game to reach that milestone. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Congratulations to Ubisoft. I have nothing but respect to Ubisoft. At one point, the game had around 500,000 concurrent players. Now, around 2 days after the game hits the open market, it has approximately 3 million players spread across all platforms, being PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It is performing in line with some of the most popular first-person shooter titles to release in recent years. Which, if you're telling me, that doesn't say too much, because, like, it's been tough for FPS games recently. So I mean, I'm proud of XDefiant. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud. Y'all was going crazy. Y'all, no cap. But you know, with how FPS has been, it's been dry. It needed XDefiant for sure. But anyway, back to Hawk Zero. Yo, appreciate it, bro. That guy is such a cool dude. Honestly, such a good guy. Really good guy. But I wanted to check something out of curiosity, okay? I have to go back to the old google.com. You guys will see why in just a second. All right, guys, hold up. Just out of curiosity, I want to compare the viewer count. This is something that just intrigues me a bit, but I want to go and see the viewer count of XDefiant and Modern Warfare 3 and compare them because, I don't know, something about just looking at the viewers and the attention that games are getting on Twitch is something that intrigues me, so we're going to compare them both. All right, so here now we're on XDefiant, and right here it says 35k viewers, so 35,000 viewers. That's very, very good. That is very, very good. Bro, it was just at like 40k viewers just a second ago, so that's so weird to see that. That drop is crazy, bro. Someone who was massive must have just turned off their stream and called it a day or something like that. But okay, let's compare it to Modern Warfare 3 now. Ooh, oh boy. Look at Modern Warfare 3. They got 12.5k viewers. I mean, it's bound to happen. Not trying to throw shade or anything, but like it is an older game, so it's bound that people are gonna lose attraction for the game as it's coming to the end of its life cycle. And Black Ops 6, the upcoming Black Ops and Call of Duty game in the franchise, bro, I pray that game is good, bro. I pray it is good. But anyway, back to the video. All right, let's actually talk and get in depth about XDefiant. All right, so now that we are on the starting page, we can... Oh, nah, I know that is not the main menu theme song of XDefiant, bro. I don't know why. Somebody explain to me why they went stupid on the main menu track. Doom, doom. Oh my gosh, bro. The piano, not the piano. Doom, 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 doom. Like, bro, who does this dude on the piano think he is? Who is this dude? Like, this dude is taking his job way too serious. Oh man, they're not gonna give me a straight answer. Yo, this theme song is so fire, I have to go for a walk. I really had to go for a walk. Oh my goodness, look at the geese. Hold on, let me zoom in on the geese, bro. Oh my gosh, is that a battle pass? Yes! I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sick of seeing these things. I know I need to work on that and get used to the fact that these things are gonna be here, honestly, until like the end of time. So according to here, it looks like it has two different types of battle passes. One that gives an extra skin and an extra gun, and it costs 500 currency more than the other. I hope that's not too much, like, because I think you can only get the currency through spending money. You can't actually like earn the currency off of playing the game. I don't know if they do the Fortnite thing where you can get a couple of tiers that give you free currency by playing the game, but it's significantly less than what you can get if you actually buy the premium battle pass. I'm not entirely sure because I won a bunch of games, but I've also lost a bunch of games, but I don't recall getting any type of currency for any of my progress. Maybe if you do objectives, you might be able to get some currency. I think the currency in this game is strictly battle pass only, or unless you take out your credit card and actually physically pay for the currency and or the skins and all that stuff. But let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, because if I'm wrong, and I would love to be wrong, honestly. Alright, so let's get into the factions, starting with the cleaners. So the Ultra ability, also known as the ultimate ability, is the Purifier, which is pretty much another way of saying a flamethrower. That really is all it is. Don't get me wrong though, when he has that thing, it is straight up raps. Like, that thing is OP for sure. Something I really like about the playstyle of the cleaners is the fact that they kind of act as a sense of crowd control, keeping certain lanes off limits from the enemy. It's a very good, it's a very good class for sure. All I gotta say is this dude is all fire. If fire is your thing, if you are like Darnell from Friday Night Funkin', you are going to love this class. A lot of you probably won't get that reference, but still, you know, because he has the little lighter thing like in his hands. You know what, never mind. So they also have this drone that they could deploy, and you can make it go any direction that you want, but the catch is you can only make it travel in a straight line. I initially thought that the fire drone would just take out the enemies instantly, but I've come to find out that that's not really the case. For the drone, I'd probably assume takes off like 60% of their HP, but then if they still stay, it leaves a fire trail. If they stay in that trail, then it will take them out eventually. So it is pretty busted, especially in those linear maps of the game. He also has like a fire bullet AAT, and if you don't know what AAT stands for, it stands for alternate ammo type. So basically what happens is when you get shot by the bullets, it sets you ablaze. And the fire rounds are called incendiary rounds, and it is a passive trait. Passive trait meaning that as long as you have that faction or that class selected, then it is really your default, I guess is the best way I can put it. For a better explanation, it's pretty much an ability that's tailored towards your faction that you do not need to activate, just so that clears up any confusion. Alright, next up, we got the Phantoms. And this faction's ultra ability is called Aegis? I don't know, bro. I tried. How it works is that it just summons a shield that protects the one who activates the ability. And they have a big gun that is for anyone trying to go through their shield, because usually when it comes to FPS games or any game where someone has a big shield, usually the logic is to go around it or to go through it and then just take out the enemy that way. And that's where that big gun comes in. And I'm pretty sure it's one tap too, because I always got destroyed every single time that somebody has this out. Their first activatable ability is called the Mag Barrier. It's just a deployable shield and or barrier. There's not really much else detail to get into about it. His second activatable ability is the Blitz Shield. It's really just bro pulling out a riot shield. You guys seeing a pattern here? If this guy had a motto, his motto would be live by the shield and die by the shield. Like, this dude is practically a walking shield slash barrier at that point. And their passive trait is called Hardened, which just increases their HP. If I remember correctly, they're given a total of 120 HP compared to the usual 100 HP, so their HP is increased by 20%. And on the topic of HP, maybe this is just me, but I feel like that passive trait should have been given to the healers, because like HP and healing is their thing, but I don't know, I digress. And the reason they have extra HP apparently is because they do something that's called gene therapy, because apparently that just exists. Like, yo, how can I sign up to that? Like, homie has more health than the rest of us. Yo, can I get some? Like, imagine that being an actual thing you can use to expand your life expectancy. Speaking of the subject of HP, now we are on the Libertads, also known as the healing class. Their ultra ability is called Medico Supremo. What this ability does is that it activates a healing AoE where the character takes off her backpack and then it just spits out a bunch of heals in a very limited area. A very small area too, but the amount of heals per second is really good. Like, you need some serious firepower if you're going to take someone out while using this ability. If you guys don't know what AoE means, it's an acronym that stands for Area of Effect. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. So if an area of effect, for example, the effect is that they're supposed to take damage in a certain area, then that radius of which the area of effect is obviously active in is going to make them take damage. If it's going to make them get heals, they're going to get heals. I just thought I should clarify this in case you guys weren't aware of what that means. I feel like a little teacher teaching you guys about video games and things that you did not ask for. Feels kind of good, honestly. Their first activatable ability is called BioVita Boost. It's basically a healing canister you can pop whenever you want when the 35-second cooldown expires. I'm sorry, but that's such a long time to the point that I might as well just sit in a corner and cover and just re-heal the natural way. It takes forever. The next ability is called El Remedio, which according to the description says you could throw cans of heals at your allies in order to obviously heal them, which I've never used this one, but it definitely sounds like a must try. Being a healer is a personal like for me because in Overwatch, I usually like to run Kiriko and Mercy. And in Paladins, I love to run Pip, which if you guys didn't know, all those characters all have something in common. They're all healers. I don't know, there's something about the role of healer that I really like. I think it's just the fact that the whole team just depends on you for straight up survival. Something about having that much power and influence over your team's success is just everything to me. And the passive trait is called Espiritu de Libertad. I did the best I could, okay? Which it says the contagious spirit of freedom constantly heals you and nearby allies. And seeing that's the Libertad's passive ability when I was talking about the Phantom's passive ability, honestly, it kind of makes sense, I can't lie. I was just kind of comparing them because, you know, HP and healing kind of go hand in hand to some extent, but anyway. All right, hang in there just a little bit longer with me. We're at the second to last faction, which is called Echelon. So the ultra ability is called Sonar Goggles. So when this ultra ability is activated, she puts on these sensor goggles where you can see enemies through the walls. And you also have this pistol, which is like 2-shot. It's actually very broken. The very first time I popped this ability, I was thinking to myself when I pulled out a pistol, I was like, A pistol? What am I finna do with this? And then I actually started using it and I was like, oh, okay, at least this thing does some really, really good damage. Like, as long as you can hit your shots, this thing is actually incredible. So their first activatable ability is called the Digital Ghillie Suit. Look here, it says renders the agent nearly invisible, movement and aiming reduce the effect. Like, bro, that so promotes camping. Like, that to me kind of bothers me. Dang, no wonder why I get jumped by echelons in every corner. They barely have to touch their controller to perform good. The next activatable ability is the Intel Suit. This one is my personal favorite because it acts as like a mini UAV that you can pop really at any time. Again, you have to wait for the 35-second cooldown, but still. I believe it only lasts 8 seconds or 10 seconds at most. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't really last that long. Still very helpful though. And the Echelon's passive ability is called Low Profile. And the description says you're pretty much not detectable on the minimap no matter what your actions are. So it's pretty much the cold-blooded perk from Call of Duty. Whew, man, finally, the last faction is called DedSec. Alright guys, so for this one, I do not have this faction unlocked at all, so I'm just going to be reading off the abilities, not really being able to go too much into detail about them, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, bro, look at these guys' ultra ability. I hate these guys already. Just look at this dude with his mask on, bro. I bet if you take that mask off, he has the most smug little smile under there. He knows he's a straight up nuisance. Look at this, it says prevent enemies from using their ability and ultra in an area of effect. Look, okay, I have to genuinely point this out, but characters or enemies, whatever it may be, that use abilities like this, where they can EMP or basically take off the effectiveness of your abilities, your attacks, whatever it is, these types of characters or enemies annoy me in games in general. You know those moments in gaming where you really need to use a certain ability to get out of a situation, you're pretty low, you really need this ability, and it's always that type of enemy, that type of character that shows up at the right time to just cancel everything, and you're just so vulnerable. Bro, I'm talking about you, Stegosaurus from Exoprimal. Stegosaurus, I'm talking directly to you, like, bro, please go for a walk, find a hobby, draw something. You see that tree outside in your backyard? Draw it. Please do something else but bothering me and ruining my abilities and my suit. Whew. Alright, I got that off my chest. Can't lie, that felt kind of good. That felt good. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Look, okay, if I make a reference and you guys don't understand, just Google it, okay? Just Google it at this point. Alright, and their first activatable ability is called Hijack. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. They just hijack your stuff. I hate you. Oh no, not the spider bot. Deploy a spider bot that will target and stun the nearest foe via face hug. Y'all probably think it's all cute, that he wants a hug and everything. Well, trust me, it's not. It hurts a lot. It uses electricity. It's pretty much the Tempest little device thing on BO4. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that is the spider bot. I hate you. Bro, I don't even have this class, and I already hate him. I really do. Now for the passive trait is called Fabricator. After a device is deployed, the Fabricator prints a new one. The Fabricator prints a new one. I'm getting the idea that that means after you deploy a device that it just completely restores it. So does that mean if you use the spider bot, it just kind of prints a new one and you could throw another spider bot? If that's so, that's broken. Alright guys, so we have covered all the factions in XDefiant, at least of right now in the preseason. So all you guys who are bearing with me, I just want to shout you guys out and just say I really respect you if you've made it this far in the video. Whoever is watching this, you are a really cool dude and or girl. And Jesus also loves you so much. And I also want to say, get a snack because we are only halfway through this video. And also just a friendly reminder, drink some water while you can. And make sure you pray. Alright, now let's get into the game modes. I promise you guys this section is not going to be nearly as long as talking about the faction, simply because there's not too much to cover other than pointing them out and simply what the game mode consists of, what you have to do, and that's really about it. Alrighty, so our first game mode is called Escort. Escort is pretty much like Safeguard from Call of Duty if you guys ever played that, where you have to escort a robot to the other destination point, and then if you do it, you win. If you don't, then you don't. That's pretty much the game mode. Alright, so now we have domination and occupy. I mean, come on now, we already know what domination is. Okay, so there's 3 points on the map, and your team has to try to secure each one of those 3 points to the best of their ability. The more of those points you can secure and defend successfully, the more points you get, therefore increasing your chances of winning the game. Occupy is pretty much the exact same concept entirely, except for the fact that there is one big arena point instead of 3, and it can move periodically throughout the match, and you have to try to defend it and stay on it, get your team to defend it as much as possible. And the more that your team is on that objective point, the more points you get. And like I said again, you win the game if you could defend it and get the points you need. The next game mode, we got Hot Shot. It's literally just kill confirmed. You kill an opponent, they drop a tag, you collect that tag, and that tag goes to points to secure the win. That's all it is. What is a cool take on their version of kill confirmed is that the more tags you have, the more of a boost you get in terms of your movement and your fire rate. And you also get a bounty multiplier, which is pretty cool, pretty good stuff. Alright, so now we have zone control, which is pretty much your team can either play a defensive or an offensive role. So it's like domination except with 5 points. So if you're playing on the defensive role, you have to try to stop the enemies from capturing all the 5 points. So each point that they capture progresses them by 20%. And if you're playing the offensive role, then your goal is pretty much to capture all 5 of the objectives, at least to the best of your ability, before the time expires. Alright guys, so that's all that the game modes really have to offer. Now let's take just a quick peek at some of the maps. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when it comes to certain maps in this game, it's hard for me at the moment to distinguish them because, you know, the game is so new and the maps are so new that like being able to even call some of these maps by their names is very hard for me to do right now. I think the more that I play the game, the more it's gonna kind of go within my muscle memory and I'll be able to, you know, distinguish, oh okay, this map, yeah, I've played this map. Like I know which maps I played, but I'm just saying like it's hard to really distinguish each one. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like there's no map that, at least for me, really sticks out to me so much as being just a banger of a map on XDefiant. Like when I think of that one map, I think of, yo, this is the map on XDefiant. Because when we talk about maps on games like Call of Duty, we can already think of the banger maps that are just classics. Like you think of Nuketown, you think of Hijacked, you think of Raid, you think of Express, bro, Firing Range, Plaza. Like there are so many heavy hitter maps when you think of a game like Call of Duty. But when it comes to XDefiant, like, don't get me wrong, if I could rate the whole presentation of the maps in general out of 10 right now, I'd probably give it like a solid 8 out of 10. No cap. They got some good maps in here, but it's like I don't feel that big of an influence with some of these maps as I do with like classics in Call of Duty, for example. I don't know, maybe some might grow on me, maybe they might make that map someday, but we'll just have to see. Let me know what you guys think down below. What's your favorite map in XDefiant right now? I would love to hear from you. I just want to get this off my chest in case I forget while editing this video and making it. But in terms of the factions, which I already covered, I just want to say the whole concept of factions to me is, I love it. I really, really do. Like, I love being able to change the way you play the game. I love being able to study your classes. But again, something that's very weird about XDefiant is the fact that the practice range is disabled. Like, what kind of game do you know that does something like that? That's crazy. Oh wait, actually, hold on 1 second. Wait, the practice range is actually completed now. You sure? Fully developed and everything? It's out? Okay. Alright guys, never mind. I guess I was wrong. I guess that aged very poorly. Because there are actually some Easter eggs in the firing range, and I want to know if y'all who love Ubisoft games are able to point out these Easter eggs. So follow me over to the firing range transition. Alright, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to guess what this statue is the franchise of. If your answer was Rabbids, either from the Nickelodeon series or from the video game series, either way, you got it correct. At first, when I saw this, I was so confused and decided to Google it, like, isn't this a Nickelodeon series? But then I found this out. Wow guys, look here, I did not know this at all, but apparently the developers of the Raving Rabbids are Ubisoft? I did not know that. That's actually so cool. I really just learned something today. Alright guys, so guess this next one here. This one's probably going to be a harder one, so I'm going to give you guys 7 seconds instead of 10. If you guys said the Crew 2, you are correct, but if you also said the Crew Motorfest, then that one's also correct, for that is the one that I was thinking of. I mean, really anything in the Crew works because it's all in the same franchise, so I'll count it. Look here, guys, it says its first iteration was in the Crew 2. The proto-concept Glow Motorsport made its first appearance in the Crew 2. Interesting. Alright, this one should be a relatively easy one. 5 seconds. If you said Tom Clancy's The Division, you are correct. Let me know how many out of 3 did you guys get correctly. I hope you guys did not cheat, bro. Please be honest in the comment section down below. Alright guys, so that was all the Easter eggs, at least the ones that I was able to point out and see while I was recording. Just as a cool little detail, the practice range has this time trail thing where you can run around and you shoot targets and you have to cross the finish line as fast as possible. It's actually really fun. See if you guys can beat my score.
Hit the course hard, Agent. Course complete.
Bro, I'm honestly shocked with how much I've been going off in details when it comes to this new game, XDefiant, bro. Like, this game is incredible, but now I want to go into a segment of me playing XDefiant with the guys with Team Zero, and I just have a bunch of highlights, so if you guys want to stay tuned for that, then here you go. I'm still having issues managing the party audio. Like, in terms of the quality of audio, I'm only able to pick up me and one of our members, which is Goon Zero, but like, other than that, the other people we were playing with, Seal2 Zero and Ace Zero, I wasn't able to pick up their voice as quality as the rest of us, so I don't know what's going on, bro. I just have to mess around with settings, but anyway.
It's pretty insufferable. Can't lie. I was about to say, bro, I should have got one of those kills. Yo, someone help me push A.
I'm going B.
Alright, I'm popping my recon. Guy right here. Yes, sir. Yo, are these bots? Ow, I got shotgunned. That guy has a shotgun. Wow, we still didn't get A yet? Because I know y'all was with me. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm on B now. Yo, this dude is next to the objective. Help me stand on it, bro. What is you waiting for? This dude ran away. We should have had these two way earlier, because, bro, like I said, homies were standing next to it but weren't getting it. I don't know what was going on.
Go for C.
Dang. Ooh, 2 kills. Nice. All right, get C. C should be clear for right now. Be vigilant, though. Coming on the right. Some coming on the left. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go. Yes, that accuracy. Bro couldn't avoid it.
Oh, shotgun.
Not the shields. Yes. Bro, what was that? Or on my spawn point is wild. Like, bro, let me breathe. I'm gonna try to use my ultimate. Oh my goodness, my KD is good.
Bro, it's always when I'm trying to come for the objective. Thanks, bro.
I don't know why. Why did it miss? Bro, how we not get this? Oh wait, no, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Never mind. I thought we were still on the C and D. I was like, bro, how? I need some, yeah, I need more of the gang here. I need more of the gang here. Yo, Drippy's going crazy though. Man. Yeah, I like this girl. She's valid enough.
Valid enough is crazy.
Yes, sir. Yo, guys, help me defend A2. Y'all all on B, dang!
Yeah, that's like as soon as I left, you bro,
Like they're jumping it. They see that it's vulnerable. They see that it's. Oh my goodness, homies is not listening. Yeah, I see you on B. I see you. I see you.
nah, they got these, bro. As soon as our whole team swapped, it was rap.
What was that, bro? I was doing less damage all of a sudden. Like, come on. And bro had like a shotgun. Yo, help B, get B.
Just hold A. B's going.
Putting everything.
Yo, what was that dude doing? Yo, go into A, go into A. Get your guard up, get your guard up.
The shotguns are crazy.
None of them was on CD or D.
Yo, the kill/death ratio. Don't ever disrespect me.
Yo, what we trying to do? We trying to rate the game real quick. Yo, hold up. Let's scan the presentation real quick. We got, is that Sonic? Is that Knuckles the Echidna? Bro, I just finished the Knuckles series, just saying. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Is that Mr. Axel Stone?
Axel Stone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the overall rating for XDefiant by all the Team Zero members. Well, some of the members, but still. All right, so Hawk Zero, also known as me, that's me. I rated it 7 out of 10. Ace Zero rated it 7.5 out of 10. Goon Zero rated it 7 out of 10. And CO2 Zero rated it 7.5 out of 10. So now we are going to try to total that up and see what the overall rating for XDefiant is by Team Zero, at least some of the members. All right, guys, so after putting all these ratings into a calculator, we can mathematically total that up to a 7.25 out of 10. But just to be generous, I'm going to round it up to the nearest 10th and give it a 7.3 out of 10. Because keeping it at 7.25 just bothers me. That means its overall would be a 72.5 overall rating if we're putting that in percentage form, which would still be good, but yeah, 7.3 out of 10 is going to be our final Team Zero rating for XDefiant, which is making it a 73% out of 100. All right, guys, so that is it. That is the XDefiant review, bro. I swear this is the longest upload on the channel, just straight up. I just want to thank you guys so much for simply just the opportunity to make videos, post them online. It's just amazing, and I just want to thank God for this opportunity, for him giving me the strength to be able to do this. It's truly a blessing. If you guys want to show your support, you already know what to do. Smash like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Make sure you turn on bell notifications to stay up to date on the uploads, and peace out.